Wulai, just an hour from Taipei. Hot springs, old street snacks, and a forest that relaxes you the moment you arrive. This valley has long been home to Atayal communities, and you can feel that slower rhythm in the air. And there is Neidong National Forest Recreation Area, the friendliest forest you could take on a first date. No cliffs, no long climbs, just clean air, clear water, and a path that treats your legs kindly. So today, I'm here for the easiest national forest you can visit, and I'm not ashamed to enjoy this lazy, comfortable day. Let's go. Wulai sits 25 kilometers south of Taipei, a mountain district often called the city's back garden. Take the MRT to Xindian station, then hop on bus 849 to Wulai. The ride takes about 40 minutes and drops you right at the entrance of the Old Street. This is Wulai's main strip, but it's still too early. Most shops open after 10. While most visitors grab a taxi straight to the entrance. My ride's a little cuter.
Oh, hello. Oh yeah, you like that one, huh? All right, time to catch the train. Let's see. See that little guy? That's the Wulai Scenic Train. Originally, it was called the log cart because back in the Japanese era, it was used for timber transport. But now, it's a short forest ride for visitors. Let's go take a look. Watch out for trains.
The ticket costs 50 Taiwan dollars, and in about 5 minutes, it'll take you straight to the Wulai Waterfall.
How long is the ride?
About
1 kilo. 1 kilometer.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you. It's so cute. Living in Taipei, the big city, can get overwhelming. So it's like a quick city escape. As soon as you come past Xindian station, you turn right into Wulai, and that mountains hit you. Oh, not a stress in the world. And obviously the water. I really enjoy doing river tracing or just a little swim. When it gets a little colder, they have hot springs. Hey, is it nice? It's nice, huh? Okay, thank you. Cute. We were lucky we got the pink car today. Let's go! This is actually my first time on this train. I've been to Wulai over 100 times. I've never been on this train. So I think my first time in Wulai must have been around maybe when I was 9 years old. And then I haven't been back for a long time until I moved back to Taiwan. But when I first moved back, I didn't really remember Wulai. Until one day my friend asked me to come for a barbecue. And man, I fell in love with it ever since. Every summer, I come here at least 5 to 10 times, depending on the weather. Wow. All right. So we literally went in the tunnel for a U-turn, and now we have arrived. 谢谢. And you're welcomed by a waterfall.
Here, waterfalls tumble through mist-filled valleys, and the air hums with birds, water, and life. It's home to the Atayal people, and Wulai, the origin of Wulai's name, which means hot water.
Get rid of those dreams. Been having crazy dreams lately.
This is Wulai Waterfall, the highest in northern Taiwan, standing around 80 meters tall. During the Japanese era, it was called Waterfall from the Clouds, a name that captures just how majestic it looks.
What's up, Kurt? You know what I really like about this place is how easy it is to get here. And once you reach here, there are plenty of viewing decks where you can take your time with the view. But if you want a bit more excitement, you can take those cable cars up to Xingshan Resort. It floats right over the waterfall, giving you a full panoramic shot of those white streams plunging into the valleys. They're dancing, Kurt. That's how happy they are to be here. That's how beautiful it is.
After about a 20-minute walk from Wulai Waterfall, you'll come across the Xingshan Suspension Bridge. Across it lies the Xingshan Trail, once part of the old route from Wulai to Fushan.
All right, here's a little map. Let's figure out where we are. I'd say we are here, Black Bridge. So this path goes for about 1.5 kilometers. Then we're gonna make our way here to the Neidong forest entrance. The good news is it's flat, it's shaded, which also makes it very popular for light hiking or bird watching. Let's go check it out. You see what I see? I see a little trail. Maybe, just maybe, if we're lucky, we can find a little hidden gem, a little secret spot. Let's go take a look. I think we found it. We found access to the river. I think we found a spot. I think quite a lot of people come here. You can tell by that. These stones are all really flat. You know what that means? You know what that means. Let's skip some stones. What's the tip of skipping stones? First of all, they have to be flat. So these are perfect. As you throw it, let it roll off the finger, create some spin. As it hits the water, it will skip. So also keep it flat. All right. Oh, that was super satisfying.
Moments like this are easy to forget in the city, but here in Wulai, they come back naturally. You start skipping stones, watching the water, and somehow time just slows down. It feels a bit like being a kid again, when hanging around like this was enough. And honestly, that's what makes Wulai so easy to love. The Xingshan Trail, once part of the old route from Wulai to Fushan. The trail hugs the hillside with mountain springs and dense greenery along the way. The Nanxi River runs just beside you, and there are several short access paths that lead down to the riverbank.
Oh, I see why. I see why she chose the spot. I could have taken a taxi from Wulai Old Street to the entrance, but I'm really glad I didn't do that. If I had done that, I would have missed the scenic train, the suspension bridge, and this peaceful trail.
The full walk takes around 30 minutes and ends at Neidong National Forest parking area. There's no public transport that goes straight to the National Forest. If you drive, there's a free parking lot right by the forest entrance.
你好，我要一张票. It's 80 Taiwan dollars on the weekends and 65 Taiwan dollars during the week. Isn't that reasonable?
Neidong has 3 roads. The waterfall viewing trail is the easiest. It's fully paved and only about 20 minutes to the falls. The scenic trail loops through denser forest and gives you wider valley views. The forest bathing trail is longer, quieter, and full of deep shade. Today I'll start with the waterfall viewing trail, spend some time at the falls, then connect to the forest bathing trail and loop back on the scenic trail.
Yes, all 3 routes in one go. A full circuit. This one's gonna be really hard. But we're city escapers. This is the perfect challenge for us. Let's get going. First time here. I've always heard of Neidong, but I never made it here. You can judge by my outfit today. My outfit says it all. Super chilled. Who hikes in jeans? I don't consider this a hike. Maybe it is. Today's more like a chilled walk, a little stroll, a little recovery day. We follow the Nansi River the whole way, and the water is just unreal. Crystal clear and shimmering like green jade.
The clear waters of the Nansi River supply daily life for local communities. Its purity has nurtured rich plant and animal life, from native fish to lush layers of ferns along the banks.
That glow means that the ecosystem here is doing just fine. Isn't it beautiful? Very nice. It's just peace and quiet.
You hear it before you see it. 20 minutes into the walk, the sound grows, the air cools, and there it is, Neidong Waterfall.
Wow!
Water spills down the rock face in layers, filling the whole gorge with mist and sound. You can feel the cool air hitting your skin the second you get close.
I really like the shape of this one. The way the water flows, the rocks below it, and the greenery just wrapping it all up. Everything is in perfect balance. And honestly, I'd like to sit under the water and rinse the city off me. But hey, rules are rules. Let's just leave this one as it is. Meow.
Keep walking uphill and you'll reach the second viewing platform. From here, you get a closer, higher angle look at the lower falls. At the very end of the waterfall viewing trail, there's a final platform right next to the upper falls.
A research team from Zhongxing University once did a study and they discovered the negative ion levels here reach about 4,000 to 16,000 particles per cubic meter. Not familiar with those numbers? All I can say is that that is extremely high. The more negative ion levels in the air, the better the air quality and the more relaxing it is.
Add in all the phytoncides released by the trees, and it's like breathing in nature's multivitamin. Cleansing, relaxing, perfect for a full reset.
Ah, you should smell it. The air smells sweet.
My mind, body and soul are all refreshed. It's time to explore more of Wulai stories.
When you reach the sign, you know you're heading into the Forest Bath Trail. The trail is about 1.7 kilometers long. This is where the pavement ends. From here on, it's all natural road. The trail winds uphill through dense forest, so the shade keeps things cool and the climb is not too tough.
No sunburn, no big crowd. Just trees, birds, and the quiet sound of your own breath and footsteps.
Look at this. It almost makes buying a ticket to come in to a hiking trail worth it. You can see people obviously maintain these trails quite well. Where else would you find a trail wrapped up in foam to keep you safe and protected? I like this trail actually, this is pretty nice. I don't know if I'm right, but more than half the mushrooms in the world is poisonous for humans. Let's see if this one is too. Let's not do that. Why would people come hiking and then just throw their rubbish on such a beautiful trail? Just because you pay for a ticket doesn't mean you can do this. Oh, perfect little spot to rehydrate. All right, good to go. Feeling much better. Let's get going. .4 k's in. That's still pretty easy. That was an easy 400 meters. Perfect weather, nice and cool, under the shade the whole time. And the river, the sound of the river. That's just so soothing.
After a mellow stretch cutting across the slope, the trail begins to climb again, but slowly, nothing too harsh.
All right, I'm gonna call this one Diana. No, not at all. What are you talking about? Why would this make me more tired? This just makes things easier. This is just... You know what? This trail's not that hard anyway. I don't need a stick. Oh, should have kept my stick. I think you get it from here. Yeah, you see it? A local species to Taiwan. That's a Formosa muntjac. Pretty cute. You don't see those often. This is the first time I saw one this close. Last time in Xindian, I saw it just the shadow and it disappeared. This one was just welcoming us on this hike. See you, Mount Jack. Let's keep going. I thought it was a dog at first. So we are now here, and clearly the road splits, a three-way split. So that is where we came from, and if you take those stairs up there, you'll reach Neidong Forest Road. That's about 6 kilometers long, and was once dubbed the most beautiful forest road in New Taipei City. But after the last typhoon season, parts of it collapsed, and now it is not safe and definitely not recommended. 1.4K. And if you've been paying attention, you might notice that now it says 1.5. That's because after we took the left turn, we have now switched from Forest Bath Trail onto Scenic Trail. We are now going backwards towards the entrance and making a full loop. Let's go. Trail gets narrow. Oh, be careful for these. Now you know why I come to Wulai so often. It's very nice to live in Taipei, such a busy city, and have a quick escape. Look at that. Here we are, back at the Neidong Forest Park entrance or exit. We got to explore some beautiful landscapes and got to see some great scenery. But call me greedy, I still feel like something's missing. Let's go explore and see what else we can find. So right now, we head into the Wulai Old Street. I highly recommend you go there if you do ever come to Wulai. This old street is a little bit different to the typical old streets of Taiwan because this place is filled with indigenous flavors, indigenous cuisine. After a nice chilled hike, and it's not every day that you come to Wulai. And as you walk in, you're going to smell the charcoal, the scent of charcoal and the meats grilling. Oh man, I'm salivating. I wish that you could smell that. Smell that. Put it in there, Kurt. Let them smell it. 一个香肠。一个香肠吗？对。好。好。谢谢。这边有蒜头。好。All right. Got our garlic peeled. How do you do it? Take a bite of the garlic. Take a bite of the sausage. The perfect pairing. I can't make up my mind. Do I go more girly or do I go danafa?
More girly, 因为它是马告，马告就是这个。
山胡椒. See those little kernels? That is 马告. 那我就马告的好了. So back in the day, they used to wrap it up like this for easy transportation. When they go hunting, when they go scouting for new locations, this would be the perfect snack. Immediately, the ma gao hits you. It's got a slight peppery, a slight lemony flavor. And then the high glutinous rice, the more you chew it, the more flavorful it becomes. Paired on the side with the wild boar meats. Man. Imagine going hunting and you just have this on you. Oh man, they had a good time. They had a really good time. But something's still missing. When you come to Wulai, like I said, there's two activities that are very important to me, and that's the water. One is the cold water, which is this beautiful river. The other is the hot springs. It is getting a little bit cold. I think that hot spring, that will be perfect to round off the day. Should we go look for a hot spring?
Oh, yes. Life is good. It feels almost a little too good for how much work we put in today. But honestly, no shame, no need to feel guilt. not every trail needs to completely destroy your legs. Sometimes just being out in nature, enjoying the hike, you just need to chill and relax and find time to reset. Today was perfect for that. Neidong has that kind of energy, soft trails, cool shade, waterfalls that wake you up without wearing you out. And for someone living in Taipei, getting beat up by the pace and the pressure all the time, this place feels like a real healing haven. I'm probably going to be here for a while, so you go ahead and plan your next escape. So, here's to more trails, more discoveries, and the endless stories that the mountains of Taiwan hold. Until our next escape, keep exploring and cherishing these moments of freedom and connection with nature. Peace out.